Hello boys and girls, you're welcome for this lesson. But before we go for it, we need to remind ourselves of the previous lesson, which was talking about addition of fractions. In addition, we always carry out the increase in the value, or we always increase the value. And when it comes to subtraction, there's a reduction in the value. There are very many terms we use in addition: the word more, the word increase. We use the word add, which is from addition. And then when it comes to subtraction, we have the word decrease, reduce, take away. So we are saying subtraction of fractions. Let's take a look at number 1. The question is saying subtract 6 out of 11 minus 4 out of 11. When we were talking about addition, we talked about similar denominators. When you have similar denominators, you are supposed to only identify one, or we pick one common denominator, or we take it as the LCM of 11 and 11. The LCM will be 11. We can still take the other procedure when the denominators are different by saying we are going to divide 11 by 11 where we get 1. When we multiply our 1 by 6, we shall get 6. Then the same 11, you divide by 11, we get 1. Then when you multiply by 4, our answer is 4. So what does it give us? Now next, so we shall have that. So we shall have 6 minus 4 out of 11. We subtract the numerators and we get the common denominator. So what is 6 minus 4 out of 11, which is the common denominator? So what do we get, dear boys and girls? Okay, our answer is 6 minus 4, we get 2 out of 11. So if you have 6 parts out of 11 and you take away 4 parts out of the 11, you remain with 2 parts out of 11. Therefore, our fraction is 2 out of 11. Common denominators or similar denominators. Can we underline our work? Yes. Let's check number 2. We are saying subtract 2/3 minus 1 out of 7, or a 7. 2/3 minus a 7, or 1 out of 7. Do we have the similar denominators, or we have different one? It is not like number 1. Our number 2, we have 3 and 7. What do we do when we have different denominators? We are supposed to get the common number that will make us to share the two numbers. What is that common number? We call it the lowest common multiple. Multiples of 3 and then multiples of 7. Then we look for the smallest that is shared by both 3 and 7. So we are supposed to get the LCM, the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7. We have many ways of getting the LCM, or the lowest common multiple. We either list the multiples of each of those denominators, or we prime factorize them. So this time we can choose to prime factorize. Shall have that. So we need to have our bars. So we shall then, after our bars, you need to find those numbers. What are the numbers we are finding the LCM? We have 3 and 7. So let's have that. We have our number, we have our 3, we have our 7. Which number can divide 3 and 7? Or which number can divide one of them? We go for 3. When you divide 3 by 3, what are we going to get there? We shall get 1. 7 will remain the same because it's not a multiple of 3. The next one shall go for 7. So the 1 will remain as 1. And then 7 divided by 7, what do we get there? We get also 1. So our prime factors, those numbers used for prime factorizing numbers are called prime factors because we use prime numbers. In pattern and sequences, you learned about the prime numbers. Numbers with only 2 factors, they are used for prime factorizing numbers. So what are our common prime factors there? We have 3 and 7. So those are the numbers where we are marked red, are the numbers we are going to multiply to get the LCM of 3 and 7. So what is our answer there? The LCM of 3 and 7 is equals to those prime factors 3 times 7. We multiply the prime factors. That is 3 times 7. Okay? So when you multiply 3 by 7, what is our answer? Our answer is there. 3 times 7 is 21. So which means the lowest common multiple, the smallest number, that is a multiple of 3, at the same time is a multiple of 7, is 21. So if we have our LCM as 21, we are now free to continue with our work. We can now bring our number there. The number was 2 out of 3 minus 1 out of 7. So what is the common factor, the common member there, or the common multiple? It is 21. What do we do with the 21? We say 21 divided by 3, which is the denominator. Our 21. We are going to divide by 3. What do we get? Okay, 21 divided by 3, we get 7. Then 7 we are going to multiply by this 2. Shall get 14. Then the same 21 we are going to divide by 7. What do we get? Get 3. The 3 is going to be multiplied by 1. Then we go to the next move there. So that is that. Let's see. So we say it is 2 times 7, which is 7 was a result of dividing 21 by 3 times the numerator, which is 2. Then 3 is the result of dividing 21 by 7, then you multiply by the numerator 1 out of 21. So what do we get there? What is 2 times 7 is 14 minus 1 times 3. So what is our final answer? 14 minus 3, we get 11 out of 21. What do we get? 11 out of 21. It's our answer. When you look at number 1 and then number 2, there's a difference. We have a big difference. The other one, common denominators, they were the same, 11 and 11. This one was 3 and 7. So you will notice that we are supposed to get the lowest common multiple of the denominators. Let's move on. Number 3. Juma's container was 7 out of 9 full of milk. Juma's container was 7 out of 9 full of milk. What fraction remained if he sold 3 out of 5 of it? Or he sold 3 out of 5? Juma sold 3 out of 5. He had 7 out of 9. So what are we supposed to have? He had 7 out of 9 full of milk, the container. He removed 3 out of 5. Selling off means gave out, or sold, removed, subtracted, took away. So we shall have that 7 out of 9 minus 3 out of 5. Like number 2. Different denominators, 7 out of 9 minus 3 out of 5. What are we supposed to do there? Supposed to get the LCM of 9 and 5. What is it? The LCM of 9 and 5 is 45. It's 45. So we shall use the 45 to help us simplify the number. 45 divided by 9, we get 5. We get how many? 5. So 5, when we multiply by 7, that's why we have 7 times 5. 5 is the result of dividing 45 by 9. Then the next, the same 45 divided by 5, we shall get 9. Then we say 3 times 9. The 9 is the result of dividing 45 by 5. So we have 7 times 5 minus 3 times 9. What is 7 times 5? Shall see from there. 7 times 5 gives us 35. 3 times 9 gives us 27 out of 45. What will be our final work? Subtract 27 from 35, or take away 27 from 35. What do we get? We get 8 out of 45. What is our final answer? 8 out of 45. Read through number 3, and then make sure you are able to reach the final answer. Our final answer is 8 out of 45. So 35 minus 27, we get a total of 8. So 8 out of 45 is our final answer. Follow through the work very well. So we have that. The last one is find the difference between 3 out of 4 and a half. The difference between 3 out of 4 and half. So have that. So we have 3 out of 4 minus 1 out of 2. What is the LCM of 4 and 2? Our LCM is 4. So 4 divided by 4, what are we supposed to get? Yes, we get our 1. Then when we multiply 1 by 3, we shall get 3. Then 4 divided by 2, what do we get? Get our 2. When we multiply 2 by 1, we shall get 2. So we have 3 minus 2 out of 4. What is 3 minus 2? Shall get our. So the final answer is 1 out of 4. Final answer is 1 out of 4. Then we need to underline our work clear. Let's take the next. From what we have been looking at, we can proceed to the next work. And those are our activity for today. Read through the question, follow the examples, and then you make sure you answer the work thoroughly. That is our final work. Thank you very much. I wish you the best.